Hello everyone, it's you again with Grace and Hope Consulting. Today I wanted to talk about how not to lose yourself in the process. You might wonder what process? Well, the process of life, but most importantly, how not to lose yourself during adversities. So often when we face adversities, that tests our characters. And things might get tough, life gets hard, and sadly, sometimes people forget who they are. Because things are hard, sometimes they give up. They lose what makes them who they are. They lose the things that have created a good reputation for their personality. So, I want you to think about something. Next time you're in a crisis, look at it as a time to pivot. And it's the difference between pivoting and losing your way. Totally different. The person who pivots is a person who knows which direction they want to go. So adversity comes, a crisis comes, and they realize that to move forward, they might have to turn to the right or to the left, but in order to still achieve the goal that's set forth, in order to move forward and be all that they're called and created to be. So they pivot because they know which way they're going. I don't want you to be wondering and get lost in the process. Because when you pivot, you might be pivoting your thoughts. I mean, changing the way you've been thinking about certain things to embrace life, to embrace truth, to embrace things that help you be stronger, be more stable, physically, emotionally, spiritually. When you pivot, you gain virtues. Maybe through this crisis, you're learning to be patient. Maybe through this crisis, you're learning to have more faith and pray more. Maybe through this crisis, you're learning things that no longer serves you. Maybe things that you've been pursuing that you are no longer achievable at this time in your life. But then you pivot to pursue something better, something greater. It might not seem that way, it might not look that way, but if you know who you are and where you're headed in life, then you pivot towards the right direction. So, if you're going through adversities right now, if you're dealing with some kind of challenge right now, I know life is hard, life is stressful. Each one of us will admit that, which every one of us will acknowledge that we go through trials and tribulation at every time in life. That's just part of life. So what is it that you're going through right now? What are you learning for this time? Which way do you need to pivot? Which thought processes do you need to let go of? Which truth do you need to embrace? Which virtues do you need to gain? A crisis and adversity is a chance, an opportunity for us to show what we're made of. Not to lose who we are, not to lose our values, not to lose our integrity, not to lose our reputation, and forget everything that we are, everything that we maybe have built in life, everything that makes us the person that we are today. So if you're going to lose anything during adversity, lose things that do not help you achieve your best life. Lose things that limit your personal, your emotional, and your spiritual growths. Those are the things you want to lose. And the things that you want to gain are things that help you advance those spiritual, personal, emotional things in your life. So don't lose your identity when life gets hard. Remember who you are and face the challenge as the conqueror that you are.